I want to make another musing. Um, it's going to be addressing a real contemporary issue. What's happening right now in the news? The Charlie Kirk thing, the dinner bell, the Pavlovian dinner bell that has been rung and made everybody bow. It's a parallel to the story in the Bible. I think it was King Nebuchadnezzar that ordered all the people in the city to come and worship. And it was said that whenever the trumpets would be blown, that everybody had to get down on their knees and worship. And those who refused to comply and get down on their knees and worship, along with everyone else, was threatened to be thrown into the furnace of fire. Okay. That, if I take that in the sense of a psychological analysis, and everything in the Bible is a psychological allegory. It's a psychological archetype. What has just gone down with this whole Charlie Kirk thing? And, I've seen so many different angles on this. One angle is that it was fake, that was one of those rubber bullets with blood-colored ink, and that he wasn't actually assassinated. The other side, of course, is that it is assassination. What I'm trying to say is, who can really know, right? None of us can really actually know. But the more subconscious issue that I am wanting to speak to and address here is how the media is ringing the Pavlovian dinner bell of conditioning, right? When the certain words in the media, like assassination, public assassination, etc., etc., these are triggers that trigger our conditioning. And what I am seeing right now, and I am not speaking as a Republican or a Democrat, I'm just an observer, a neutral observer, and what I am seeing right now is the parallel of this story in the Bible. The Trumpian Republicans, the MAGA people, are the Nebuchadnezzar camp, and Trump represents Nebuchadnezzar. And when he blows his trumpet, he expects everyone to bow to him, and whoever doesn't is going to be thrown into the fiery furnace. Take Jimmy Kimmel, for example. Jimmy Kimmel Live. ABC booted him from his TV slot. Jimmy Kimmel is one of the brave humans that refused to bow down at the dinner bell, right? He refused to instinctually follow the conditioning of when somebody gets publicly executed or dies. It doesn't even have to be that, but the public execution is a really strong trigger. When somebody dies, you put aside your differences and you honor the dead. You funnel all of your energy into this celebration of death, into this memorial of death, whether you agreed with the principle or the person, society expects you to bend your knee and worship at the ringing of the dinner bell or the trumpet, and if you don't, you get flayed and quartered publicly. You're going to be called despicable and a deplorable human being. But that is the ostracization, is that the word? You're getting ostracized for exercising your soul autonomy, right? I am going to say, how dare you demand and expect that I give my energy to your programming? How dare you that I drop my sovereign awareness, soul awareness, to dance to your tune? I am sorry that you are experiencing the loss of a human being, but I am going to remain standing because you do not have a right to my energy, to siphon my energy for your causes, right? I'm staying neutral. I don't even know who Charlie Kirk was. I have no connection to him. I certainly do not support what he stood for. So, I just find this, I'm just aware of this conditioning, right? And we all have it, and we are afraid to stay standing when the trumpet blows. We are afraid of the backlash. So I am really proud of the Democrat people out there who are standing strong and defying this conditioning of bowing down, right? And it's a real brain twister because on the one hand, the Trumpians and the MAGA team, the Republicans, are fighting for so-called free speech, and when the Democrats exercise their free speech, they are being called deplorable human beings. So do you see the double standard? I'm not a Democrat, but I do recognize a soul that stands in their sovereign power, in their divine power, and will not bend the knee to the force, to the manipulation of the other side. And this is clearly a Nebuchadnezzar scenario. And yes, you're going to have to go through the fire if you withstand and defy the conditioning, the social conditioning, and don't go along. But what counts in heaven's roster is not whether you complied and fell in line with everyone else, but whether you maintained the awareness of your own soul and did not betray your soul sovereignty. And no, people, you do not have a right to my energy or anyone else's energy. If they want to give it and share it in your cause, that's a privilege. That's not a right. So, good for you if you didn't bend the knee at the dinner bell and you stick to your principles and stay aware of your sovereignty. Our energy is not a free-for-all, and it's not to be expected and demanded for this Loosh farm, where our energy is currency, it's power, and we're just not going to allow ourselves to be milked in this way anymore. Stand firm, sometimes you have to die for what you stand for, but stand for your soul and abandon this demand of compliance to the conditioning, societal conditioning. Stand strong. Stand in your power. Stand in your soul.